Well, let's start with a stagecoach as usual, though I'm not sure if I'll be hiring anyone really. Maybe Vestal? Maybe. But then again, okay, so how many people do I still need to level, realistically? I don't really care about Highwayman as much, definitely don't really care about Lepa. Have another Highwayman, which I also probably am not leveling him up as well. Fated is interesting, definitely an interesting quirk, but I think... Basically, I have this Grave Robber. I don't really have to level Grave Robber though. I have a decent idea of how she will work. I think, more or less. I definitely do want to level this Bounty Hunter. And then maybe this Occultist? Abomination as well. Yeah, if I also add Abomination, that makes at least 3 of them. And maybe even 4 if I want to go for the Grave Robber as well. My point is, I might actually need Vestal. I might need another Vestal. Maybe I should dismiss Diton, for example. Yeah, maybe I should dismiss her and just hire another Vestal of a low level. Yeah, you know what? I have too many Vestals anyway, so maybe I should do something like this. Because I will need more Vestals. That is definitely something that will need to happen. I'll lose some money. I did have some money invested in her already, but you know what? Whatever.
Has become vestigial.
Whatever.
Useless.
So, the mission this time, I do want to go for Warrens, because I will get some Resolve XP bonus in Warrens at this point. And both of those are short missions. It doesn't seem to matter much, whichever do I choose. Let's go for this one, I suppose it has more rewards. It has 3 deeds instead of 3 crests. And there might also be the thing from the stars. That could be possible to encounter it. So, what do we do? Vestal? Yes. And then what? Probably Bounty Hunter, probably... Maybe just try to go for an Occultist or something. I don't even have a lot of frontliners and stuff. There is one Leper, and that's about it. I can potentially use use an Abomination. No, it's a pretty bad frontliner. What about Bounty Hunter? I can actually use Bounty Hunter. You know, I can do something like this, honestly. Which is not a good idea. But that would allow me to level them up as quickly as possible. And that might be decent. Maybe even get one of my Highwaymen to level 3 as well. I actually don't have a lot of Highwaymen exactly, so having at least one more at level 3 would help. Yeah, maybe just do something like this for now. Level up those 2 for now. Okay, I'll try it. Can I improve you in some way? Can get some upgrades. Can get some upgrades there as well for my Highwayman. Not for you though, and not... Oh, you can actually get some upgrades as well. That's pretty decent. And... maybe upgrade some skills. Okay, so it's 2, 3, 4, 5. Those 4. And then we have... Are those normal skills? Pistol shot, yeah. Grape shot blast, yeah. Open vein, I suppose so. Yeah, I like this setup, okay. Anything there? Nope. Alright. Now, I still need to do some disease treatment. Let's do this one. Let's do it for my level 5 Vestal as well. Maybe there is someone someone else who needs it more. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, fine then. Fine. Do we have any like negative quirks to remove? Maybe this one? Yeah, actually. Maybe remove the nervous bleeder. And then just some stress relief, I suppose, and that's about it. For you, ideally. Can I get more, like, stress relief from my cloister? Doesn't seem like it. It's fully upgraded already, so... Just do this. Do this. And everyone else is feeling okay at the moment, so... That about does it. Okay, let's go then. So I'll do this mission. I'll do it with this squad. The only thing is I will need to use some protection trinkets for sure. Because they don't really have a lot of HP. So Baristan's head is happening for sure. And then just some damage probably. Maybe get the crescendo box there. Maybe get definitely boots. I do need some protection for sure. And then just another damage thing. Dismas's head, maybe. It's kind of decent. He has enough HP anyway. He has more HP than my front line at this point, so... Don't think it's a problem. Then someone has to get the Seer Stone. I guess it will be you. Yeah, you actually have lowest possible damage out of all of our people, so maybe. And then, I don't know. Bracer? Yeah, Bracer seems okay. And you will really need to get all of the healing that you are able to, because we might actually need it. Stress is a bit of a problem, potentially, but it's a short mission. It shouldn't really be an issue. We should be fine. Let's just go. It's mostly just to level my characters, really. So, 1 stack of food, like 3 shovels, like 3 skeleton keys. I don't need anti-venoms and bandages, probably. Warrants, huh? I don't really need much. I think we should be fine like this. Yeah, okay, let's go.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
Let's start with this hallway first. So acolytes are actually pretty unpleasant for me at this point. I don't have my jester anymore, so
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
can be a bit of a problem if we get stressed too much. It's a good start though. It's a good start. Open vein.
Continually on
Decent, decent. Went decently well. Do we use those scrolls? I guess so. The cursive is sloppy and difficult to read. Would this be a horrible idea? Or would it make it, like, easier to read? I mean, as long as I'm just testing it out, I guess it's probably a bad idea, though. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Remove the negative quirk. Huh. It did seem a bit random, though. Man, that's weird. I'm not sure if that's just always how it goes, or if this outcome is a bit random. I'm not sure. But okay, that's good that I tested it. Can you do anything about traps? Yep, 90%. Okay. How much stress do you have? 1? Okay, let my highwayman do that instead then. I need to explore rooms, so I'll still go there. Okay, nothing there as well. So, Thing from the Stars, if I remember correctly, was just a normal hallway fight before. Like, even in a scouted mode, I just saw it in front of me as a normal battle. And then it was there all of a sudden. I'm not sure we can actually do it this time. We can't really easily deal with highly protected creatures. And it is a highly protected creature after you take some of the HP down. Yeah, I'm not sure if we can do that. We can try though, if it's there. I'll not avoid it. Maybe I'll succeed. I don't know. Cutthroats. Nope. Ideally, you just stun one of them. Okay, then if you can manacles the second one, perfect. Second crit from this guy out of 2 attacks. Pretty good result so far. Pistol shot maybe.
Decimated. Obliterated.
Okay, I can do Absolution, but then again I can just kill him. Could heal a bit. I do have some damage on me, but whatever. This is a bandage thing. You just do it though. I'll just give it to Bounty Hunter. I don't really have bandages, so not much I can do about it. This is a holy water thing.
Finding the stuff is only the first test.
Garbage, but I can sell it. Okay.
Ambushed by foul invention.
Foul invention. Any scouting? I know about scouting. Some cutthroats though. Can you just actually, can you just heal? It's kind of okay. I need healing anyway. And maybe you can just one-shot the cutthroat? Not exactly. There is Bile, potentially. Yeah, if it hits, it kills it, so... Bile is better than Manacles at this point. A lot of damage, by the way. A lot of damage. So this can stun. Actually 60% to stun. And can even knock back this guy quite a bit further. But then I can just also just kill him. That seems preferable, honestly. Manacles him. And then maybe just one shot from Highwayman as well. And he's done. Yep, that's about it. Just do normal healing. And the fight is basically over.
Perhaps the turning point. Eradicated.
What is this? Steady Bracer. 10 accuracy ranged skills, huh? Interesting. That is actually quite decent. Might even use it at some point. Potentially. Okay, so let's see if this works. I don't actually mind getting rid of one of those quirks as well, so I will use it. Oh. Huh. I mean, there is a sign for just negative quirk remove. Maybe it can work for positive quirks as well, and that's why it would be bad. No, doesn't seem like it. Oh. Oh, okay. That is very, very decent. And it's very easy to use as well. Missed that trap completely. It's very easy to use as well, since you always have torches. So... That's my last Hunger Strike. Will not be able to handle anymore.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest
Last torch. I would rather not use it, actually. No, we'll continue for now. I'd rather not use it until I see what the last curio is. Well, actually, we'll use it just there. Yeah, yeah. Just get rid of the last negative quirk, which is minus crit. Man, that's incredible. That is actually incredible. Good shooting. Can you just kill the frontliner? Alright. If that's the case, how much damage does Grape Shot actually do? Well, before that, I suppose I can just kill him with my Vestal. That's also an option. And then Highwayman. But anyway, how much damage? Yeah, actually Grape Shot can kill people. But doesn't, sometimes. Try to kill this one. Maybe another Grape Shot at some point. How about that? Like this. And then I would like some healing ideally, but it really is not necessary though. I can Absolution, do some stress relief on my Abomination. It is somewhat relevant. I don't actually even care about healing on my Bounty Hunter. Right? I don't think I care. I can do another Absolution. Stress is somewhat relevant. Healing is not very relevant. There's only one fight left. Unless it's like a thing from the stars, it shouldn't matter. Protection minus speed, completely useless, but basically 750 gold. That is decent. A lot of surprised spiders is actually something I definitely like to see.
Back to the pit.
Just manacles them. And probably can even finish the fight right there. Perfect. I don't actually remember this thing. What is this? Stone used for ancient barbaric rituals. Don't remember this one. Let's try using shovel. Let's do some barbaric rituals then. Deeply disturbed. 72 stress! God damn. God damn. Well, that's it though. Will not be able to use this bounty hunter in the next mission, that's for sure. Early Riser, +2 speed if torch above 75. That is incredible actually. Quite incredible. Not yet level 3. Not quite, though very close to it. We'll need one more mission. And Robust and Gambler. Both are pretty whatever. Pretty whatever.
I could feel an insistent gnawing in the back of my mind. It was a yearning, a thirst for discovery that could be neither numbed nor sated.
Doesn't seem to be anything specifically new in the Hamlet in my absence. So anything good? Probably not. I can use this Man-at-Arms potentially if I want more frontliners. But then again, okay, so those shield breakers are unavailable for this week. That's fine, so we'll just do another, maybe level 1 mission? What are we doing? I can definitely do even this long mission, potentially. Okay, let me see. So let's say I use Quincy, right? And then what? Let's say I use just a normal leper, randomly. And then I would need to use someone who needs a lot of XP. Maybe like a grave robber. And who needs a lot of XP exactly? Like occultist maybe? Something like this. And try to just level them up. Yeah, maybe. So let me take another look at the occultist actually. The problem is, he doesn't do a lot of damage, that's the issue, and he doesn't have a lot of HP as well. That's already like 2 issues that you need to deal with somehow, and I'm not a big fan of it. This thing is like, okay, I mean, plus damage versus Eldritch is fine, but I cannot really predict. Well, I suppose at this point, I can know what bosses, like which bosses would be Eldritch, because they would be just a more difficult version of the bosses that I had encountered before. So maybe like I can, you know, use them for those specific missions. But then again, it's not a lot of damage. Yeah, it's a lot of crit modifier and bonus damage versus Eldritch, but the base damage is just too low. It's pretty much irrelevant. This one is like not even very good. I mean, I would much rather if I... Look, the point is, if I have Occultist in, like, let's say position 4, and I'm using this ability, right? Why am I not using Plague Doctor, for example, instead of that? I could just stun them, the same enemies, and I could just do much more with that character. And, like, what's the point exactly? I don't see why would that be, like, a selling point for this class. Weakening Curse is interesting, but the thing is, though, again, the problem is, even if I level it up, let's say it goes up tremendously, and let's say I level it, but even then, I don't even need to debuff protection anymore, because there is armor piercing, apparently, in this game, so why would I even need to debuff it? It doesn't actually seem good as well. Weird Reconstruction, same thing, it also doesn't seem good. Like, it can heal a lot, but it can also bleed. And the problem is, in the situation where you need to be healed for a lot, or that 13 number is actually relevant, you really don't want it to miss completely and heal for 0 and get some bleed at that. You can actually lose the run immediately from that. So I don't know if I can trust it, really. And like, it's just a single point of healing. And here is another problem with this. Let's say I use him as a healer, right? Do I just not use Vestal? But I cannot rely on this thing. I can just die then if it just low rolls a couple of times, and that's it. So I would need another healer maybe in the party. Like, he definitely cannot be just a lonely healer, as far as I can see it, at least from this thing. But then if you're using someone else, first of all, it's just less efficient than just having a single Vestal in your team. And it still might fail? It still might fail. And then the point is, like, why am I exactly not just using a Vestal? And if I am using a Vestal, then why am I even using this ability? Vestal is enough. Vestal takes care of all your healing anyway. So, again, right? What's the point? Vulnerability Hex, marks target, okay, that's fair. Minus dodge is also fair. Against some enemies, I assume it might work pretty well if they have a high dodge base. But then maybe you should just hit them with like a leper or a shield break and just kill them in one hit. Isn't that better? I don't know, like against maybe bosses, but are bosses particularly dodgy? I don't think so. Not normally, at least. Then we have a stun, which is a single target. I mean, it's a good stun, yeah. It only can be used from position 1 and position 2, so you would have to use him as a position 2 to do this, because he doesn't really have enough HP to be position 1. But, I mean, it's just a stun, though. Everyone has a stun. Yeah, it can crit, yeah, but it doesn't do a lot of damage, and he naturally doesn't do a lot of damage. So... And then we have a pole, which brings enemies closer and clears corpses. I just cannot... I don't know, maybe I'm just not using him ever, honestly. I cannot imagine a scenario. I guess I should look at his camping skills, but I just cannot see a scenario where he would be a preferable choice. Pole? Okay, that's fine, but why am I not using Shieldbreaker? Shieldbreaker also has a pull. Puncture. That's it. Like, I can also pull with Shieldbreaker, but Shieldbreaker just does so much more than that. And like, every function is better done by someone else, and it's not even some, like, weird class, you know, like Vestal, for example. Vestal just does a much better healing, and you are taking Vestal with you anyway. So I just cannot see the point in Occultists, honestly. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to level him up, but honestly, I cannot see a good combination. I'm unable to, I don't know. I just cannot see a good combination at which I would look and say, okay, this is why I should use this. I don't see it. Yes, there are some combinations that make him reasonable. Like, not completely useless, but just some other class would just perform better instead of him. And I don't know. Minus stress to himself, plus stress to companions. Time cost 1. I suppose that's a selling point. Okay, that might be. Reduce torchlight, plus stress. Heals one of the companions and removes mortality debuffs. That's pretty good, but what about not having mortality debuffs in the first place? How about that? And also Crusader has a similar thing. But like, okay, Crusader is a very pretty specific class. Maybe you are not having Crusader. I don't know, man. Plus stress buffs one of the companions. Good thing. That's a good thing. Prevents nighttime ambush at the cost of more stress for companions. I cannot sell myself on Occultist. I don't know if I'm ever using Occultist, honestly, in this run. I cannot see him. I don't know. I can't see it. It's just strictly worse than any other class that I can imagine. At least like in the way I can build him. I just cannot see the good combination of skills for him. Then what? Then what are we doing? Maybe just Abomination then? Something like that? Yeah, okay. So get the Abomination leveled, and then I'll only need to level up my Bounty Hunter, and that's about it. Maybe something like that. Definitely though, definitely some stress relief for the Bounty Hunter. Cannot actually do that for my Leper. That's fine. What about if I'm using Abomination? Did he already... Yeah, he already received all of the upgrades that he needed. So am I still using the Grave Robber in the same way? I think so. Poison darts are decent-ish. Flashing daggers is decent-ish. Armor piercing, by the way, pick to the face. Okay, I can definitely see some use for it. There might be like some movement. You can do some movement shenanigans, but I don't see much of a point, at least in my current setup. You definitely use this for armor piercing for sure. Poison darts just seem to be very good overall. I think you do use poison darts as well. And flashing dagger is decent, honestly. Fourth skill doesn't really matter much. Can potentially use this, also a decent skill overall. But I already have a lot of also useful skills, and I don't really see much of a point in this one. I would just rather use poison darts, probably. It will be better sometimes. Maybe better versus marked. But I'm not even sure you're using Grave Robber in a Mark squad anyway. Mark squad would rather use, well, Highwayman, for example. I feel like something like this. So what do we have? Remove diseases. Produce a random supply item, maybe. Plus scouting chance. That's actually kind of necessary. Let's do some camping skills, in fact. I do want night moves. I want that. Minus stress to Grave Robber and some potential minus or plus stress to everyone else. That can be useful sometimes. Okay, I think my setup would be something like that. I don't really care about removing disease, but maybe this. Get scouting chance whenever possible. Maybe I even could actually go for wound care. At least one person in the squad should have it ideally, so... Yeah, maybe instead of Pilfer, but I don't really care about it that much for this mission. I'm just talking about, like, the best possible setup the way I see it. Maybe something like that would be the case. Wound care instead of Pilfer. And let's go for the longer mission. What about the trinkets? There is no way this leopard dies ever. No way. I think I don't even care about boots on him. It's completely unnecessary. Just get some surgical gloves. And get some... just general damage, honestly. Crescendo box is pretty good. I can actually get speed to relevant levels. Get the bracer. And you probably do get the protection relic trinket. For example, Baristan's head. This is a melee attack. Ranged. The rest is ranged. I do want to get some... not a lot of damage on her, unfortunately. Can I, by the way... is it really, like, fully leveled? There's not a lot of damage, honestly. Yeah, Grave Robber might be a bit underperforming for me as well. I don't know. We'll see about it, but I'm not impressed with the damage on her so far. Like, if she purely deals damage, I'm not sure if that's good enough. But I'll test her out. I'll see how it works. Maybe she will be better later. Maybe it is good enough, honestly. How strong are... like, if we take, let's say, Highwayman, it's basically the same damage, or around this point. I don't know if his equipment is leveled or not. No, I think it's not leveled, it's at level 1. But, like, it's basically the same damage. She's just slightly... yeah, she's slightly weaker than that. Yeah, I don't know. It's decent, I suppose. So, what do we get? Sunring, maybe? And then what? I can actually get her to position 4, but she wouldn't be able to use Picture the Face then, so bad idea. Just Seer Stone, maybe. Yeah, just get the Seer Stone. And I'll just get normal healing skills to my Vestal. Could get a stress book to someone as well. Maybe this is actually better. Maybe let's actually do that instead. Let's get a stress book instead of one of the healing things. This will be the setup. And let's go for the long mission. I'll try to get this Grave Robber to... in fact, maybe short mission. Maybe short one is better. Because I will still... she will still get leveled up from that. And then my Vestal will be able to level up, though it's not necessarily what I want at this point. Abomination will level. Leper will not level, which is actually a good thing. Yeah, you know what? Let's just go for short mission instead. Seems better. So, all of the food. Like, maybe 4 shovels. It's Cove, so you need more shovels than usual. 4 might be okay. Might be a bit of an overkill as well, though. We'll see. Some keys. 3 should be enough. Maybe 4. Just in case. Something like this. Let's go. Anti-venoms. Probably not. Probably not. And there's not like a lot of level 1 missions left for me. I still need to do a couple more characters to level 3. And after that I'm basically over. Basically done with the level 1s. At that point. 2 curios. So, yeah, this one. Apparently this one, you can, yeah, remove a quirk if you use medicinal herbs. Plus 5 stress when attack misses. That's unpleasant. Should get rid of this. That's actually a lot of unpleasant things. Yeah, you know what? The Kaphobe is actually also pretty bad in this particular mission. Let's use it with Abomination. Scientific quirk removed, okay. Surprise is good. Can we get rid of shamans and madmen? I can dazzling light. I'll just try to kill one of them. Can you manacles the shaman, maybe? Ideally, you kill the madman. Can't even get to him reliably, though. Poison darts? It will usually kill him. Okay.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Damage on the leper doesn't matter. Even without protection trinkets, I can still heal him up easily. Do manacles. Killing the target is actually perfect. And then I guess I will just kill the grouper. I would like to do some solemnity if I can. And I definitely can. Can we do some stunning then?
The light, the promise of safety.
Manacles? Do some buffing, I suppose. I still want to do at least one more solemnity. And now we can kill it. Yeah, I think I am just killing it. It doesn't matter that much. More torches. Not very relevant at the moment. There wasn't like any things from the stars, right? For this run. I think there weren't any at least. What was this one? Gold from medicinal herbs. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't even do that, honestly. If I can get quirk removal sometimes, do I really need gold even? Maybe I should just use it normally. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Maybe I should save it. It's just because it's a short mission, so I will be able to get those medicinal herbs with me until the end of it, pretty much, if I want to. And there are better things to do with that, so I'm not even sure I want to waste them. Which means that I should have taken more of them with me on this mission, maybe. That might be the case, yes. I did have like 2 of them though, so maybe 3 for the short mission though. Might be a thing for the cove though. Might be a thing that you actually do need to bring more medicinal herbs. I should remember that for the future for sure. Can I get like 1 solemnity from it? Just do whatever. How about that solemnity though? And you just kill him with anything, with pick to the face, for example. Don't really care about any of those. I don't remember what you get from holy watering this thing, but something good. Something good. Try to maybe bile, if you can't really one-shot them anyway. I can set it up for a one-shot in the future. Try to get the shaman, maybe with the help from my Vestal. And try to get this thing. He's dead. Well, seems like I'll need to stun you. Which I can do. Let's do some armor piercing. Okay, man. Let's just manacles the Guardian. That gets rid of the guard. And then I can just kill it with Judgment, hopefully. And do some Solemnity. Why not? So far, I still don't see, like, why would I use Grave Robber instead of, well, let's say Shieldbreaker, right? If I'm using Pick to the Face as my, like, usual normal attack, Shieldbreaker is just better than. I'm not sure what she brings to the table, Grave Robber, that Shieldbreaker doesn't have. She also can do Blight. Like, yeah, there is also a Blight attack. But she can do more, in fact, Shieldbreaker. I don't know. Well, I will still level her up, I will still test her out, and maybe I will use her, maybe not, but you know. For my first playthrough, I want it to be as thorough as possible, realistically. So I will try to, like, be as open-minded as possible. I'll definitely form my own opinions by the end of it, and for now, like, I do see some classes as a bit underperforming overall.
Success. So
What do we get?
or is it merely
So it's just a buff, right? If it's just a buff, it doesn't really matter. It can be Abomination, for example. Plus a lot of damage. No. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? For 2 rounds? That should be some combat buff, no? That must be some combat buff. It goes away way too quickly. Oh, that's the buff. Plus 18% damage until camp. That's more like it. Okay. So another question actually is, why do I even need that much money at this point? Like, I can make it. I can use it to make... to do something about quirks, pretty much. Well, to upgrade equipment, that would be one answer. Oh. Oh, yeah. Yes, I could upgrade equipment, but it doesn't require that much money for now, does it? Whoa. That's a rare thing, and unpleasant one at that. Please no. Okay, look. I can move forward, but the problem is my Lepa will not be able to act then. So I think I'm just transforming for now. I don't remember his other skills, but maybe he will be able to act from the back line. He's not. The issue is... I think I should still press this button, which means I shouldn't have transformed. It's just, if I move, then my leopard definitely doesn't move anymore on this turn. And I really want him to do something, so I should pass, I think. Oh, no. Why are you moving even? Wow, speed 8. 8! 4 from the quirk. Which quirk? Quick draw. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's withstand, though. Let's mark ourselves. And then I still need to get my people back. Get you back, specifically. And then get my Vestal back as well. So, I was saying, what exactly is the point of money at this point for me? Maybe, you know, like, one way that I could use it. Like, look. What is Slam? Knockback and then something something. Well, I can only use that really, so I should use it on the person that is not guarded at the moment. So look, if I'm using it primarily for quirks, because upgrading equipment and skills shouldn't take that much money overall, then one way to use it, like a weird way of using it, would be to instead just sacrifice some slots for gems and maybe even gold stacks in favor of things like herbs and holy water, and just get them with me until the end of the dungeon. Because I will get less money, but then I will be able, on average, to get like more stuff like quirk removal and positive quirks as well. That's one way of getting them, right? So maybe that is actually what I should be doing. Because I've been too focused on the money specifically in dungeons. And I'm not sure it's a good idea, because you can do stuff in dungeons that would allow you to get some quirks, to get some, like, benefits for the strategic layer of the game, or for future dungeons. And maybe I should be more focused on that instead. Can you kill the shaman, please? Thank you. So, yeah, let's just kill the party, I suppose. I really need to kill the guardian, though.
A singular strike.
So, okay. Look, just transform back. I can just deal with manacles. Manacles are fine, really. Let's not get any more stress on me. And just try to get rid of this grouper with help from someone else, probably.
Death by inches.
Get the healing going, probably, or just stun the guardian. Kill the guardian. Don't really want to overkill grouper that much. Then you can kill him. Okay, and then we can work on the guardian as well. I think in my next, like, serious dungeon, maybe level 3? It doesn't even have to be about level 3 specifically, it can be on lower levels as well. But I think I will sacrifice some gold for sure and just try to get those random medicinal herbs and random holy water and stuff like that just further in. It just seems like a decent idea overall. Get the chest opened. Get some crests. Crests are another thing that I'm not sure how much do I want exactly at this point. Because you see, here's the issue, right? Where can I actually use it, if you think about it? Mainly, I would be using it for equipment upgrades and for skill upgrades. But both of those are pretty much maxed already, unless we are talking about level 5 heroes specifically. And like, yes, if I want to do level 5 missions, I would need to upgrade them to do them, like, pretty safely, like, or safer than usual. But then again, I can just not do level 5 missions for a while, and I can just stick to level 3 missions primarily, since I will still need to do them. I still need to beat the bosses at level 3. And then, like, you know, I'm not exactly in a rush in terms of those crests. I can just leave them there for now. I mean, I suppose it's... But you see, that's the problem. I'm not even sure it's correct to actually discard these medicinal herbs. This might look like silly to think about it that hard, but it's a question that will come up a lot in the future, and I'm not sure what the answer there is. I'm actually not sure these 8 crests are better than these medicinal herbs. Even though we only have like 2 rooms unexplored and 2 hallways. And it's 8 crests against like 1 medicinal herb. I'm actually not sure it's better. It doesn't do anything. I think I will discard it for now. But it might be a mistake, honestly. Because, yeah, like, why do I exactly need it? I'm not getting anything from it anymore. In the beginning, yes. When you had, like, a lot of stuff like stagecoach upgrades and stuff like that still unmaxed. Yeah, maybe. But at this point, I'm not so sure anymore. So, regardless of that, though, 100 gold is better than holy water? Yeah, holy water is the worst thing in my inventory right now, so I guess so. Let's drink it then. And I can actually just finish it right there. Can also go for the trap disarm. I don't really have to explore it. Well, maybe scouting. Like, map doesn't reveal secret passages, maybe, so it's still... Scouting still might happen. maybe, for the secret rooms. It's possible. Well, it didn't happen this time anyway, so quest completed.
The pungent odor abates.
And,
Back for a time.
level 3 for my abomination finally. Okay, we'll not need to use them anymore anytime soon. We'll need to heal it, yeah. I did have another Vestal bot, right? Yes. New quirk meditator. That's fine, whatever. They are both of my shield breakers returned. That's good. Can actually use them now. Let's first of all check the stagecoach. I like your color scheme, but otherwise I don't really need another Jester now. And then let's see what missions are available. It will still be some filler mission. I think maybe I should do another short mission. And the idea would be to level up this warrants to level 5. And then preferably to just, you know, get a boss maybe. Spawn at warrants. Maybe. Yeah, let's do another short mission, I think. So I will use... I still need to level them, that's the thing. Not you, no. Well, actually, maybe Grave Robber will be there. But I do need my Bounty Hunter. I do need my... maybe Grave Robber, yes. And then... Antiquarian I could use. The reason I'm not leveling her up is because I have a pretty good idea of what she does. I don't really need to test her. Like, I have an idea. So I'm... I will use her in my future runs, but... Well, I'm not sure about this playthrough, but the next playthrough I will definitely use her. But in this one, I don't know. It's just... I have an idea, but it's basically just about more money, and I don't really need more money at the moment, so... Yeah... Who would be the fourth person, though? I think that's about it for my squad, however. Like, I just need a Bounty Hunter, and I need Grave Robber. And we're done. As soon as I get them to level 3, we're done with leveling low-level heroes. I'm not sure. I don't think I will be able to get this Highwayman to level 3. It's just too low. So maybe just get this... Just get this Highwayman for now, for example. Something like this. Okay. Now, we have a disease on someone. On you. Okay. Let's deal with that. Get rid of tetanus. Anything else? Maybe some stress relief for Quincy? What are you doing with your life normally? Gambling, I see. Can I improve gambling? Oh my god, that's a lot of them. Okay, I don't really care about it anyway. It's fine. I don't really need more slots for gambling. I can just wait. Any upgrades though? Not you, obviously, no. What about you? What about you? It's still 611, huh? How much damage do you do? 611 weapon base. What about my Highwayman again? It's 713. I don't know. Yes, it's armor piercing, but then again, 816. Well, it's 2 levels higher. No, it's 1 level higher. It's only 1 level higher, and that's such a big difference compared to Shieldbreaker. Like, just name me, like, one reason why I should use Grave Robber instead of Shieldbreaker. I just can't see it. I will still level her, though. I'll still try to use her. But I just cannot see it at the moment. Get some upgrades on the Bounty Hunter, and then what? Some just random skills that I currently use. Same with the Grave Robber. Same with you, maybe? Nope. What about your skills? I need this thing, and I need them set immediately. Yeah, something like this. So, we are going for another short mission. And we're going with this squad. we will be using some sort of protection, for sure. Maybe boots. Then maybe crescendo box to compensate the speed loss somewhat. Yeah, maybe. Then you also will need something to protect you as well. Maybe also heavy boots, honestly. And then bracer? Maybe not bracer. What about Dismus's head? Sear stone for sure. And then bracer. And then just some healing. It's a short mission, so it shouldn't be a problem. I can just get away with something like this. Stress might be an issue, but not in a short mission exactly, so we should be okay. In the warrens, what do we need? Some shovels just in case, some skeleton keys just in case. 3 should be enough realistically. Well, just in case 4 is fine. Anti-venom. I'm trying to remember the events there. I don't know if we need anti-venom necessarily. Same with bandages. There's nothing that important in this area. I think if you like really want to get something, it's mostly for quirk removal and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's not really worth it normally. It's either money or it's quirk removal. Everything else is like, you know, you don't really have to think about it that hard on the screen. It's, if it happens, good. Naturally good, but you don't really try to do it, whatever the cost, pretty much. So I don't think I'm doing anti-venoms and bandages. That's what it comes down to, pretty much. Maybe some medicinal herbs, just in case. Maybe I'll find something, I don't know. We'll see. Something like this anyway. Let's go. Blight and bleed damage ignore the enemy's protection. You know what else ignores the enemy's protection? Pierce. Pierce ignores enemy's protection. And it actually one-shots them a lot of the time. And that's the issue with bleeding and blighting. Blightening. Not really the issue. Like, they're still fine, but it's just quite a bit worse when you have characters which can just one-shot enemies from the get-go. Just makes it much simpler to do it like that than bothering with blight and bleed.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted and purpose is made clear.
Against bosses though, it could be pretty good. I'm a bit wondering though, Thing from the Stars had an ability that allowed it to fully heal from blight and bleed damage debuffs. Wow. Just a full map, huh? So yeah, Thing from the Stars was able to get rid of any bleed and blight debuffs, like, at once. Is that actually something that will happen with other bosses as well in the future? Because if that's the case, then really they are not that reliable. I do think they are already a bit underperforming. Oh, really? Wow. That's actually bad to use holy water on it. God damn. Bleed and Blight are already underperforming a bit, in my opinion. And then, if you can't really use them reliably against some of the bosses at least, well, that's not good.
Eradicated.
I'm mostly talking about, like, heroes that, classes that perform specifically based on bleed and blight, which is specifically Houndmaster, kinda, and Plague Doctor. Though Houndmaster honestly has a lot going for him. It's mostly just Plague Doctor, to be honest. Like, I'm not sure about Plague Doctor's usefulness. Houndmaster is, he does a lot of different stuff. It's like, bleed is just a pleasant bonus, not more than that. But yeah, I'm really not so sure about Plague Doctor though. Even with, like, my trinket that I found lately for her, it's still not very good. I think that if I played it by myself, eventually I would... it would just boil down to a very few squads that I would ever use. I am using more classes now, but mostly it's just because... so it's a buff. Use this one. Mostly it's because I am just experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't really. And like, you know, for my future playthrough, because I'm trying to withstand from using Google as much as possible. But otherwise though, I think I would just end up with using a very limited amount of squad types. And yeah, for now that's how I see it at least. We'll see how it goes though, we'll see. I still need to see definitely how this Mark squad will perform with the Bounty Hunter in the lead for it as like the main figure. Because this ability is a lot of damage, potentially. That's a lot of damage. So against the boss, in boss fights, that definitely might be interesting. Well, I don't know. Anyway, last room. Let you do some stress relief. Use the torch immediately, and then we just return. I'm not sure if me finding the map randomly in one of those bags means that I cannot... find secret rooms anymore. Maybe I can still get those random scouting procs. Might be possible, no idea. Or maybe it just means that no secret rooms in this dungeon for good. Which is probably the case. Not a lot of fights, by the way. Those two are the only fights that are left, pretty much.
The light, the promise of safety.
Okay. Well, kill the cutthroat. Maybe do flashing daggers.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them.
And then kill the Fusilier. And stun the big guy. Ideally, that's the order. Need to actually kinda heal my Highwayman as well. At some point at least. Well, he has some protection, he's not dying, so it's fine. I can just ignore it for now. What is this? Plus stun skill chance. Well, at this point, not using it anymore. It will just take place of something else. So what is this? Plus damage until camp. I mean, I'm sure I don't see why not, really. Can just use it.
Such blockages are unsurprising. These tunnels predate even the earliest settlers.
I cannot realistically kill the drama. Okay. Sometimes even unrealistic things happen, apparently. Let's stun the chopper. Should I ignore the Carrion Eater? Or should I just kill him? Probably killing Wretch is better. Maybe you can kill him? Perfect then. So I can heal, but I don't even need to heal anymore. I think there are no more fights anyway. So I can just ignore healing from this point on, I'm pretty sure. What is this, Curio? Nothing interesting. Traps. Can my Vestal do traps? Not really. Okay, just do some stress relief on everyone else then. and just ignore Vestal pretty much. Is this the last curio? What are we doing in this dungeon, by the way? Explore. So I still need to explore more? Alright, well, still need to visit this room. So let's do that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Notice too late. And one more sec. Darkness perfect for ambush. Are we like talking about some game mechanic or just in general? Because maybe there could be some additional fights all of a sudden happening because of darkness. I don't know. Might be a game mechanic like that. I didn't actually explore the torch mechanics that much in this playthrough yet. Maybe it's for the better though. I don't really see much of a point in keeping your torch lower.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Okay, so you get like more loot, but then it's much more dangerous, and aside from the changes to the soundtrack, I'm not sure why what is the point, because you might just do... Why wouldn't you just do another dungeon instead of that? I don't know. You can just do like more runs, even if you're limited in time, it still is probably preferable. Just additional challenge, I suppose, anyway.
The Swinefolk's labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Okay. Not a lot of stuff from this run, but got my level 3, and I should be able to get both of those, actually, both of my Bounty Hunter and my Grave Robber to level 3 with one more mission. Maybe a long length mission. When I get one finally, I will be able to get them there. And then we're finally finished with leveling low-level heroes at this point. No. No. Yes. Whatever.
Can you feel it?
This veteran will fight for you in exchange for a fair sum of crystal shards. How experienced are we talking about? Oh my god. Oh my god. What? What the hell? Also, oh my god, look at this. What is happening? This is ridiculous. I have to do this, obviously. I think I will dismiss the Highwayman. It's never happening at this point, so whatever. Yeah.
Turn yourself now
Hell
to the
yeah.
condition of those poor devils who remain.
So, you're saying like this ability is only one hero per roster, but I do actually have a Crusader who already has it, and it seems like they can coexist, so... Oh my god, that's ridiculous. Those quirks, man. That's actually ridiculous. Okay. Well then, that's a good event. Nothing new there, though. Not necessarily. Okay, I think I'll cut the video there for now. So we'll probably get to some more high-level missions in the next one. Though I still have one more mission to do, but yeah, we'll see about it. Anyway, we'll get to it in the next one, and for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you there.